I hate intros. I hate when you're
so
here.
You say hi.
Hey guys, we're gonna do a review. We just got back from the movies watching Ouija.
Yeah. It's the second one. It's a prequel to the original Ouija that came out in
2014?
It's 2014 and 2013. One of those years. But we went to the theater tonight and saw it, and it was... What'd you think of it? What'd you think of the movie?
The movie wasn't all that bad. I mean...
It wasn't a great movie, but...
I thought it was okay because it lined up to what the story was supposed to be. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, spoils. Don't watch beyond this point.
So were they trying to say that the dad did talk to them and did so? The doll's mouth?
Yeah, the dad did help them in that way. I don't know how it helped. He sewed a doll's mouth shut, and the little girl was blamed. She didn't do it apparently. The dad did, but that apparently stopped the bad.
That stopped nothing. They got murdered.
Yeah, 2 out of 3, and then if you watch the first one, it touches back to that really, or forward to that, like where they put her in the asylum and everything after she, you know.
We're kind of everywhere. Maybe we should start from like the beginning and explain and then go. Well, in like 2014 or 13, there was a movie that came out about a bunch of teenagers, I believe.
Yeah.
Someone moved into the house that was haunted, and they played Ouija board, and a bunch of stuff started happening, basically.
Yeah.
And there's like a huge thing where you have like the Ouija, the triangle, and you have to look Illuminati, confirm. I can already know people. You have to like look through the thing to see what spirit is out there.
The second one, I mean, I love. What'd you think of the little girl?
Doris?
Doris. What'd you think of Doris? Because I'll be honest, I freaking love Doris.
I thought it was...
That acting.
She did a really good job with acting.
She did a great job for a child actor. She did great.
She was just enough creepy to where you kind of believed it, like you were believing what was happening on the film.
Yeah, which is what she needed to do.
I don't know. I kind of don't like the way that they made... I thought it was interesting, like whenever Doris finally becomes possessed in the demon, or Marks, or whatever the hell his name is. Marcus. When it finally came into her, how it was like black, so I don't know if they were trying to say that like that was the soul of Marcus.
It's the soul, because he was a ghost.
I just thought it was very interesting how they like portrayed the soul of a person.
Yeah, he looked like a bonded slave.
Spirit reminded me of the way that they made the Babadook look.
Would you say that to see this one, you'd have to watch the original?
Yeah.
So
well, I would personally watch
this one first?
This one and then the original.
Oh, so you'd go prequel and then...
Yeah, because it would make way more sense. Because when I was watching the very first one that came out, I was very confused about the daughter being in the asylum, and then Doris's body being like a little child's body being in the basement. I thought something really bad happened with the mother like going psychotic and doing that to Doris. But then when you watch the prequel, you find out no, actually the daughter did that, and then the daughter murdered the mother.
The other daughter. There's the
oldest daughter, not Doris.
2 girls, Doris, and then that fucking gender.
Iris.
The redheaded girl.
Yeah, and I thought she did a really good job at acting.
Yeah, the actors, that being said, like, actors were, I would say, decently solid. I think the actors did a great job for what they were given. I
just don't really understand why they did what they did with the priest. Like, why they brought him in.
Cannon fodder, I guess. Because they made it seem like they were going to go the route of, like, an exorcism, which didn't happen. And if you watch the original one, you know there wasn't an exorcism. You know there were murders, 2 of them. And Doris went missing.
I just find it interesting that nobody questioned where the preacher went.
Yeah, no one gave a fuck about him or Mike. Mike, wasn't his name Michael?
I have no idea. But the boyfriend and the preacher, at the end, they were like, so where's Doris's body and whatever happened to your mom?
I guess they probably found the preacher and Mike, and they were like, okay, it was her.
Like, why aren't they questioning? What I want to understand, if they really thought that this girl did this, how would this girl get her boyfriend up and then hang him and then do whatever happened to the preacher?
The preacher would have been easy enough. Just because, you know, it was like, he fell down the stairs, essentially. That could almost be an accident. And the boyfriend could be like, they could view that as a suicide.
But why?
Technically, it was, because the ghosts in this movie have the power of, like,
possessing
talking to you and making you do things. That's how the demon gets passed around, is through whoever's currently housing the demon speaking in your ear. Like,
and that's why the dad sewed the doll's... Why did he sew the doll's mouth shut?
You can't do that to your daughter.
Yeah, but the doll wasn't the one speaking. And wasn't even the one speaking to Doris in the beginning.
Fucking scary.
It was the Ouija board. So, wouldn't you think that the father would want to get rid of the Ouija board?
They were trying to convince them that they were good when they weren't. And Doris was being controlled.
So what I want to know is how come the father channeled in and gave that vision, basically, to the older daughter if it was never him? And how is he there, stuck in the house? Like, when you die in that house, like, he died in a car accident, obviously, like, drunk driving, yeah. So how did he...
Maybe you're just allowed to go wherever the fuck you want as a spirit, as long as you're buried in the ground, because the reason they weren't able to leave is because their bodies were there, and remember, it's a graveyard they were playing in, because there were people, dead people, you know, if you have one dead person in the basement, you're officially a graveyard.
That was not one person, that was full of... There was
like 5.
There was like 6 Polish people that were stolen by that doctor.
Yeah. Was there a favorite, like a scene that you thought was like, just like the best? Like one that stood out and you're like, damn, that person should probably get an Oscar.
No.
No? Was there one that you liked?
I mean, I really liked the scene where the older sister was in the mirror.
Oh.
And her mouth was sewn shut and then she like ended up waking up.
Oh yeah, when the dream.
Yeah.
I really liked the part with Mike and Doris when she talks to him about suffocating.
I didn't like that.
I loved that scene because she did great delivery. But yeah, all in all, like, what would you rate the movie? Like, scale of let's go 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
I'd say probably like a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
You're giving it a 6?
And like the fact that the children were going to like Catholic schools, and the fact that a mother would actually let their children partake in like a creepy, even if it's fake, like I would never.
She's doing it. I think she tried to justify it by saying she was like consoling people who were like suffering from a recent loss of a person.
But it was really to pay the bills.
But yeah, it was still. I mean, you got to make money.
I don't know. I would never let my children partake in anything like that. Like, what do you expect if you're gonna fucking give a 9-year-old a Ouija board? Like,
technically speaking, she didn't give it to her, but she found it and then.
And the little girl's damn gullible because whenever the mom said, like, "Hey, my husband, are you here?" And it didn't say anything, and then it fucking moved to no, and the little Doris bitch walks up and like, "Oh, hi, Daddy." No, it fucking is on no. Are you dumb? Like,
no, she didn't think it was her daddy that she was talking to. She thought it was her friend. She said, "'Cause I'm here," and then she asked about her friend, not her father.
But
I think.
I just don't know why she would talk to her friend. Like, I don't care if that motherfucker Marcus sounded creepy. And scary. So why the fuck if I'm 9 years old and I hear this creepy ass motherfucker Marcus talking to me, and then I see this creepy motherfucker, I'm not gonna just keep talking to you and be like, "Oh, you're my friend." No, I'm not gonna fucking talk to you anymore. I just don't understand if like the 9-year-old thought that it was like the norm to talk to spirits and thought it was cool or whatever. But
like where she grew up, yeah, it was the norm.
But like, I don't know why the mom didn't explain it as fake.
Her mom did explain it in a really shit way. She said they were helping people.
Just helping.
Just had to push them a little further so they knew for sure it was true.
So this little girl believed that they were talking to spirits. Like, the entire movie, she's like, well, how come Daddy hasn't talked to me? Because all these families are talking to their mommies and daddies and siblings. So I'm like, how fucked up are you, mother? Like, can you not teach your child that this is fake and I'm a scam artist and I want money? Like, just say that. I'd rather you be honest with me than get my fucking sister possessed.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have a movie, right?
It just, I don't know. I thought the acting was good, and honestly, I'm surprised at the graphics. Like, it wasn't as unrealistic.
Oh, the CG?
Yeah, like with the face and the eyes.
At times, I loved the work they did with the eyes, like that glossed over wide eye look that Oculus, that the original Ouija did. Like, when they die, their eyes would go white, and that's the first time in like an exorcism movie that they did it with CG transferring it.
It was CG and it wasn't.
They used CG for part of it, but I think they did end up.
They probably had
because like when it would change from color to back and then back, and like when she's watching the TV and she looks like you when you watch the TV, just open mouth.
Fuck you.
Just dislocate your jaw.
Just shut up. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
So you'll give it a 6 for sure?
Yeah, what about you?
I'd give it like a 4. Because it wasn't... When I go to see a scary movie, I want like a scary movie. They really relied on jump scares in it.
Yeah, but that's every single scary movie.
Scary movie. So
this
every
isn't
scary
necessarily
movie
like a jump scare movie. Like, it's more of like a storyline.
But there are still jump scares just sprinkled throughout the film.
Yeah, and I think that the jump scares would have been more effective had we not been in a movie theater full of a bunch of fucking asshole prick piece of shits. So I think the movie could have been a little bit better if we... Oh, just enough. If we were in a theater or home watching the film
like if
compared
we were to
doing...
buy out a theater.
Or just go to a movie with adults that know how to fucking act in a movie theater and not be immature.
Either one. But yeah, I'd still say 4. Because even with, like, I can ignore the audience, but there were flaws with the film, and I'd probably put the original Ouija, I'd probably give that like a 3. Because I hated Ouija. I hated the acting, the brat sister.
I liked it a lot.
I wasn't a big fan. That being said, I would say this one was better than the original.
I think I liked it.
I liked the acting.
And I liked the way that the film looked. Like, they gave it like a 70s look. Like, on the screen, there was like...
They pulled off the 70s look very well.
Parts of it that was like, kind of... There's like something in the corner that kept like a circle showing up that happened in the 70s films. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, when the film would get off track?
Yeah, kind of, but like also in the top right corner there was like a circle that would show.
I know what you're talking about. Like if you're recording off of an old...
Like, like they made it look like it gave you like the 70s feel. It wasn't like they did a really good job portraying like the time period that it was, and I liked like the way that they looked at that.
But yeah, you'd give it a 6. I'd give it a 4. It averages out a 5.
I guess.
I'll go with that. Okay. Well, are there any other movies that we would recommend in the horror genre?
Not in the horror. I'd recommend The Accountant.
The Accountant? Oh, yeah.
But this is already going to be a really long video, and I don't want to edit very much, so we're going to end it there. But we're probably going to have some more review / just conversation. It's not necessarily a review. It turned into more of a conversation about the film.
Comment below what you thought of the film if you did go see it.
And hopefully you didn't have such assholes at your theater.
But yeah. Sign off.
Okay, well, thank you for watching, and I guess that's it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and just let me know what you thought about the film and if you agreed or disagreed with anything we said. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.